Welcome back to our YouTube channel, guys. My name is Aldo and I'm really proud to introduce another one of our videos. Today's video is another behind the sound video, talking to you a little bit more about the fabrication and also giving you guys a bit of an update on where we're up to on the stunning Audi TTS behind me. If you are new to our channel, haven't seen us before, hit that subscribe button below. But also remember, guys, we've got a massive 10K subscriber giveaway. So there is a full video live directly on our YouTube channel. Link is in the description. So after you watch this, head over there and make sure you fill in all the details. There's some awesome prizes up for grabs. So let's get on with today's video. So Audi TT basically came in with a stock Bang & Olufsen system. In essence, what we've got in here is the basically the 6.5-inch driver that was in there from stock. Then we had the mid-range in the door and then the tweeters on top of the dash. What we've done is actually reduced the number of overall speakers in the vehicle. So now we've got the Hertz MPK Pro tweeter on top of the dash installed behind the Bang & Olufsen grille, so you literally can't tell that we've been there at all. Then what we've got is the MPK Pro 6.5-inch driver, again in a stock location behind the door. You can't see anything. The main thing that I want to talk to you about in front of these doors is about soundproofing. So it does a couple of key things. Basically reducing your rattles resonation that you're getting in your factory door, but also building a far better acoustic environment for the new sound system to work in. A door card isn't a fantastic place for a speaker to perform. However, when we acoustically treat it, when we make that panel perfect for a sound system, it rocks. So the doors are now really, really nice and solid. But most of the work in today's video is going to be talking about the fabrication. You would have seen in previous videos I touched a little bit more when those doors were stripped down and actually going through in a little bit more detail. However, as you can see here, this is the soundproofing stage in the build. This is basically one sheet of the Skins 3mm layer. So you basically got the silver reflective material, then a sticky material on the back that basically adheres to the actual floor or any panel that you're applying it to. So there's still a few more sheets to go into the vehicle. However, what we've got here is earth straps bolted into a factory location. Then we've also got part of the molding basically and foundations for actually where everything's going to sit, basically leveling everything off to then actually allow for everything to sit in there really neatly. This customer is not looking to basically use the boot very much, so we are raising the floor up quite a lot. However, we are going to be building it in a way where there's temporarily a floor can be covered over the system to use the boot fully as well. So you are losing a little bit of boot room on this particular build, so we're going to be building it up quite high because of the 12-inch Hertz MPK Pro sub that's going in, which we'll go through on the design spec with you later on in the video. That will be raised up, and this is all down to the audio consultation, where basically I'll actually go through everything in a load of detail. We'll show you exactly if we are taking up any space, where that's going to be going, but also actually designing it and speccing it with you. So that's the reason on this particular system. This customer doesn't use his boot day in and day out, so that's why we're doing it in that way. So that's basically the build process that's going to be going to there. But let's head into the fabrication room, where we're going to talk with Lewis, who's doing most of the fabrication work. James has been working on all the wiring, getting everything inch perfectly electrically, but also everything neat behind the scenes. But head into the fabrication room and we'll talk a little bit more about the build. How are you, sir?
Good morning.
Good morning indeed. Right, so this is basically the foundation of the build and kind of a little bit more about behind the scenes. So Lewis has been building this literally from scratch. So we've got a couple of products going in. So we've got the Audison Voce Uno, which is running the Hertz 12-inch sub. Then we've got the Hertz MPK Power amplifier, which is on this side, and then the processor. So Lewis, obviously you come into this build, obviously I've gone through with you in terms of like what the customer's requirements were like during the audio consultation. So how have we got from the audio consultation, where I went through and kind of run through the design process, to actually getting it to this stage here? So what's actually involved in doing that?
Well, we knew what 4 components were going in: the processor, the 2 amplifiers and the sub. The height of the build is dictated by the sub, which is obviously the highest part. So we made the box first, make a flat floor for it to bolt down to, and then it was a case of measuring up all the components so that all line up separately, line up together.
The way you've obviously dictated the height of the actual sub and the build, obviously where we're building that floor up, obviously one of the things that I discussed with the customer was actually retaining a floor space, so having it so you could actually still use the boot. Obviously we knew that we would be taking up size to allow for something this sort of size. So obviously, if you look at the size of that, that is a monstrous sub. So that does require volume and space, obviously. So how are we achieving having an actual boot floor to work with this system?
So it's a pretty big sub, as we know. So what we did is we made the box as shallow as possible and as long as possible, which has given it a slightly funny shape. But the funny shape is there for a very good reason, to allow for the correct volume for the sub to work properly.
Cool. Okay, that's brilliant. And then obviously I see that you've got here, sub's going to be mounted into this box. How have you actually built this box? How do you make it so solid and perform?
Well, first of all, it's really important to get the volumes correct. So we had to use correct maths to make sure the volume was correct inside the boot. And then we used MDF and made a really solid box, glued, screwed, sealed it. So it's all airtight, so the sub functions correctly.
Cool. Okay, and then obviously this is going to be the grille for the top of the sub. Is this stainless colour, or what's the plan with this?
What we're going to do is we're going to cut that back and spray it black.
Cool. Okay, nice. And then in terms of like how it's all going to blend in, obviously this Audison amp, is that going to sit?
That's going to sit right here. That's right.
Cool.
Yep.
And then there's going to be a way to basically have a floor to cover all of this.
And then what we're going to do, once this is all installed, wired in and looking perfect, we're then going to put a beauty panel over the top to hide all the woodwork, so it looks really smart once it's done.
Okay, cool. And obviously the formation of how this sits, obviously you've got a bit of a weird shape here. Why is that?
Well, we knew that the build was going to be asymmetrical due to the different components that we're using, but wanted to make it look as nice as possible. That's why we laid it out like that. And also in the boot, we've got a very big battery that sits in the boot, so that has got in the way a little bit. That's how come the layout's ended up how it has.
Okay, so obviously with a build of this level, obviously all these components surrounding that battery there, obviously if you want to change your battery, if you want to charge the battery for whatever reason, is that going to become very difficult to do with all this in there?
Absolutely not. So the beauty panel will come off, allow you access to your battery and also to the fuse box that we're going to put in for the components as well. So it'll be really simple.
Cool, so literally every element is thought about on a system. So the way stuff is built and designed is actually thought about in terms of future for not only servicing the vehicle like battery changes, but accessing fuse box. We make it very easy for the long run, because things can happen at any time on a car. You might have a flat battery for whatever reason. You need to replace that battery just over time and years. So it's important that obviously our build doesn't get in the way of that and doesn't obscure from obviously any manufacturer also servicing the vehicle as well. So everything gets done in a really nice way. So thank you very much, Lewis, for talking us through the actual build and the fabrication part on today's video. But there is plenty more to come, guys. We'll be doing a final video as well, showcasing the whole install. So thank you very much for watching. But from me and Lewis, we're out. See you later.
See you soon.